So you saw me doing a whole bunch of mock-ups. I got lines here, lines there. All that is just for reference. Basically that I don't go overboard on where I cut the replacement rocker panel. So what I do to replace these rocker panels, as you can see, I'm going to try to get this piece removed. Be some more chiseling and grinding on that little piece right there, but that's your part of your kick panel here. You don't want to when you're cutting your other rocker panel out, just try to be real gentle around this area that you don't cut through. So yeah, there it is. I'm gonna take a chisel and I'll cut all that out. So what I do, like I said, those lines are just for reference, so I don't go over. You saw me mark them all up. So here's the old rocker panel here, and I just did it. It's not on video, but I cut the back piece off, so I have my back piece. I take my new rocker panel here, and you have this hole right here. That's for your rubber that your door hits against. So I got that lined up there, and I mark a line. So I got my line marked. Make sure that fits properly. I got mine fitting pretty good right there. Also, make sure you fit it on the back side also. Make sure you got that line, that hole marked up, and I got a line marked. So for that, since I know exactly where this fits, I got my lines marked, and I'll be cutting this chunk off the top of this brand new rocker panel. I'm all solid up here. I'm all solid there. Same as here. I'm all solid here, so it doesn't matter. I'm gonna be removing the stuff off the new rocker panel rather than taking more off the cab of the truck itself. As you can see here, I did the same thing. Remove the front part. I set it on here. Make sure it is fitting perfect. As you can see, this bottom part here is tapered, so you push that up as far as it'll go, and I have my line marked. Same thing with the back side. You fit this piece in. Make sure it's fitting in exactly where it needs to be. It's all nice and solid. It can't move. It's where it should be. Make sure you always cut a big enough chunk so that it forms all to the new panel you're replacing. And I mark my line. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to follow that line. I'm going to cut it off. Now when I'm replacing these, after all that's cut, this new rocker panel is going to fit flush right here. There might be a little bit of a gap or something, but that's fine. You fill it all in with your welder. And same with the back. The reason why I do it this way is whenever I replace rocker panels on square body, it's a little tough, I find. Just because you got all this extra curvage and all that bullshit there. Newer cars, it's like, you know, you got a nice flat part that runs all along here and that's rusted out, and then you just cut it off and you weld a new piece in. It's really simple. But this here with all these curves and bullshit, it makes it a little bit more complicated. So yeah, I'm gonna get to removing this part here now and cut that up, clean some paint off, and try to get a tack on that for today. As you can see all right here, that's all good too. I'm gonna take my wire wheel on the drill, and I'm gonna clean all that rust up before I weld anything on, and that way there I can get a nice bead of weld on the back side of that. But what I'm going to be doing with this, I'm not going to be welding this from the inside. See, it's this lip that goes in here. It touches right here. This cab is actually getting flipped on its back. It's going to be laying against on the frame here. And the reason for that is, well, after all this is all fixed and everything, then I'm going to focus on the bottom, and I'll weld it all in from the bottom. And I might I'm not sure yet. I don't know if I'm going to be putting inner rocker panels on. I might just leave it just like that. That way there, any debris gets up inside your rocker panels, it can run right out. And, you know, it doesn't rot from the inside out anymore. But I'm debating on it, and I might put side steps on this just to make it a little bit easier, because I'm planning on putting like maybe an 8 to 10 inch lift. I'm not really sure yet, and some side steps might be nice to have. So let's get it. Alright guys, now you can see how it fits pretty good. This top piece is out a little bit, but I'm just going to take the hammer and drive that in a little ways, flush it up, make that flush with this. Same as here. As you can see, this piece here is a little bit different. Same thing, just going to tap that in. It's not much. Put that in a little bit, tack it all the way across, and as you're tacking across, you're gonna have to work this with the hammer. I might be a little bit high here, so I'll just take the grinder and I'm gonna take a little bit off of this just to make it sit down below, and the rest is pretty good. Fill it all in with the welder. Down here, have to take the vice grips, suck that all in, tack it on. But yeah, I to me that's the easiest way I found for putting rocker panels on a square body, by using those chunks that I showed you. Makes them fit perfect, because I did it before without trying to do it the way I do it now, and basically when you get it all on and you think it's all lined up really good, you're gonna put your doors on and your fucking rocker panel is all screwed up. For example, like this might be, you might have this new rocker panel up a little bit too high or too low, or it might be curved in, like inwards that way. So when you get your door on, this line is not lined up with your door. This piece back here might be lined up flush with your door, because your door is going to sit inside of here on this lip, so you want your door to fit nice and flush going over, right? And yeah, sometimes your door will be all screwed up. I'll show you the passenger door, how I did it, and it came out really good. The only thing with the door got a big dent right here, so it's screwing my line up a little bit, but as you can see, it's pretty good, actually really good. I think if that door didn't have that dent, it'd be a lot better. The only thing that screwed up on me here was with this cab corner. Well, it might be the door too, but I got a pretty good gap right here, and then it works down to almost nothing. But it might be just a door adjustment, or it might be that dent causing it. Hopefully it is. It doesn't cause me too much issue. But if it does, there's going to be seam sealer in there. There's a little bit of body fill and some seam sealer, so that's going to fill in some gaps also, right? So for now, I'm going to put a couple of tacks on this. Alright guys, got it all welded in. Took a little bit of tapping with the hammer and whatever to get it all lined up real nice. But when you're doing that, just get your welds grinded down just enough, just to say that you got them fairly smooth. Everything's nice and smooth. And I'm going to top this off with some body filler. And yeah, should turn out all right. Might have to grind this down a little bit more maybe, but yeah, now for the cab corner.